Okay, here we go. Hopefully this is loud enough. We've turned down the game volume a bit, just a tiny bit. That should be fine. Now I just need to get onto my dashboard. Hold on. This will take like a second or so, just a minute instead. I should probably have my laptop set up for this next time. It would make more sense. Whatever. Okay. Things should be working right now. Sorry. Yeah, okay. Just gonna close Chrome and get into the game and let's load it. Now, we are... Okay. So we just about to start an investigation after Saika got murdered. Also Junko. Because she attacked a homicidal teddy bear, which wasn't a good idea apparently. Yeah, okay, so I guess I should just talk to people. Let's start from right to left. If you find out who did it, then only that person knows. Well, if we get it wrong, then all the rest of us face execution.
What the heck?
That's what the ridiculous school regulation said, right? So stupid. Yeah, crazy. Be clear. We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is. Leon. So we're really gonna try and find out who did it? That's the idea, yeah, I think. We have Celeste.
Oh.
So we finally noticed.
What the crap?
What? Notice what? I was looking through the monochroma file we received. I noticed something very obvious and very unusual. Huh? What are you talking about? Go ahead and take a look. Was anything interesting about why Saika died? She died in Makoto's dome. Well, she's right. Then could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second, you've got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did because she was afraid.
What the heck?
You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. A feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it? Yes, they think I did it.
What the heck?
I hate this, but still, we don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it. Or else we're all dead.
Hey.
Before we start searching for Saika's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking you're putting someone on guard duty, so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey.
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone.
What?
What? Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. Fuck you.
So then.
Fine. Then I stay there on guard duty as well. That way, there's no problem. Two-player co-op plays defense with two of them. Their stats, they're totally OP. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
But
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. Okay, let's go with Mundo.
Huh?
Is this really happening?
Don't fuck with me.
Screw that piece of shit bear. Yeah, I would agree. Okay, we have... Why is it so hard to look at everyone? What? Is your hero? Your hero. Huh? What's going on? I thought you would have noticed by now, but okay. So you guys have that you're standing in front of a dead body. We can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward. For me? Consciousness has crashed. Restarting now. Please wait a moment.
what should I do?
Someone got right in front of us. They... Yeah, they did. She must be so shocked she can't even open her mouth to talk. Oh, she did it. Have you thought of that? Okay, wait. What, yeah, that's just a camera. Okay. What else? There's a TV, and there's... I guess we can look at Junko's body. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for pulse. I didn't need movies and stuff, but... She really is that. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why I even bothered to check after those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. Hold on. Just wait a second. She's dead? That means...
What?
That means everything that's happened so far is real? It's not a joke or whatever? It's really real? Hell no! Someone save me! Let me out of here! Somebody help me!
What's your problem?
You're just now accepting that?
So then.
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues from our foundation and construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
So.
well, do I really have to say it anymore?
Actually.
I enjoyed that you didn't now.
Goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym.
Goodbye.
I'll be going too. And just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it.
Yo.
Oh, yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I better head to the scene of the crime. That's right.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did it in here right now, and they think of destroying that evidence,
You're fucking
they
dead.
better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and give the goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious. I'll fuck them up. I think his deadly words hanging in the air. He needs to run off.
So,
Well, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we're not gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
Anyway.
We don't really have a choice to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
This is
It was
very
you.
suspicious.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next?
So,
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check just to check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't have to investigate. Wait, why not? I'm all good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
Oh yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. But no spoilers. Everyone already left, and the party looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm a killer? How do you turn out like this? Seriously, they got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? Wait, what? Okay, no, wait, something happened. Okay. Because it happened in my room? Or in your room? Like, you know, that's suspicious. I have to do something, otherwise everyone will die.
Execution is execution. Execution!
Yeah.
Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
Yep. I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who killed Sayaka. I guess I should look through the Monokuma file like we got before. The victim was Sayaka Maizono. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 AM. The body was discovered in Monokuma's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of the death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. You have no choice but to push forward if you want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find out the truth, so we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Okay, so I have a truth bullet section which has a file. Yeah, so that's just follow me right now. Let's look around. Yeah, that's the same thing as before. We could talk to Chihiro and Hiro. That's weird. Aren't you going to help investigate Chihiro? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. I don't think she would mind, to be honest. No way. I seriously don't want to die here. I'm begging you. God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, keep that tune. Help me. I don't care who it is, just get me out of here. Hiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. He doesn't. Sorry. Okay, so do we have? Where's everyone? Let's just check that first. So them two are in there. Then here's the first floor. Okay, step here is there. Celeste is in the main hall. Stoko is in the classrooms. And then Byakuya, Leon and Ifumi are in the hallway somewhere. Them three are in my room. And then, yeah, Hinai is in the dining hall. Anyone else? No? Okay. Well, I guess let's just go through everything. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. We won't make any progress without investigating there. Oh. So I headed to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I'd better examine the state of the room a little closer. That might reveal something new. Let's just talk to this quest first. So, come on, do you think I'm guilty too?
Hey.
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. She's nice about things.
By the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already stored some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely a possibility.
you son of a
That
bitch!
dirty bastard. Anyone who raises their hands to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother told me.
You're fucking
So
dead.
if I ever find this son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. Well, what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo,
That'll all get sorted out when the time comes. Hey, Kyoko. I quite had to call her name while she was investigating the area, but
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
she was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
No, she's investigating. I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be considering pretty hard on it. That's a grand. We only had the... Yes, so yeah, the sword got... Yeah, it probably means it was using it as X somehow. And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be too surprised it's coating gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Yeah, so she probably used this for self-defense, but it didn't work out. There's the sheath. Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how did the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. If you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just light off in the middle of a fight. So why the scratches on the sheath? Because Sayaka doesn't know how to use a sword. She just tries to use it with the sheath on. The scratches and gouges on my walls are bad. Is that evidence of a struggle? It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something.
Wait.
That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in a room right next to you, and there's no way you could know.
Well,
Perhaps this was another of Monakuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. I'm thinking the scratches, the scratches on the shots and stuff, that could easily be misdirection. Like that could have been added later on by the killer, as in like to try to fool us. Yeah, that's my key. Oh, that's right. We'll have to trade keys. Yeah, we did trade keys. How did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. But the Houthi still don't have a door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of you switching? After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it, or open it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere, and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sarah was in here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did I kill her? Yeah, the bed. That guy in the bed, like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? I like to imagine it was a ninja fight. Everyone just like caught feeling back and forth. Yep. There's also the lint roller for some reason. Huh, looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before. It's sick to see how dirty my room was and decided to clean up a little. No, it was probably killer. The open is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. Okay. Look at this still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that it's being used at all. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine and I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't even imagine the situation when I took it like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, no.
What?
We ain't exactly moved to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either then?
What?
Not just me. Nobody's busted this out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way.
None of the guys have opened the toolkits yet. It's like, why the hell would we? Because if we open it, that probably means we did something murder related. Can I go inside the bathroom? It seems like I can. I should go in here first. I can check out this state. What? What else can we tell? We looked at the door itself. Okay. I should check the room first. No. Yeah, I did check the room though. What else? I checked the lint roller. I checked the drawer. What did I not check? Oh, the scratches on the walls. Is it? I mean,
Well,
yeah, this is all stuff that we already know, but we're looking to the bathroom now. What else is here? We looked at the door. We looked at the stand of the thing. So we have to check it again. Oh my god! Sorry about this. It's stuck. Yeah. Okay. Yep, that's the blade. That's the lint roller. That's the bed. That's the drawer. No, there's the milk bed, which I already checked because there's nothing in it. So that's everything on that side, I think. Yeah, that's everything. Scratch in the middle, which I checked. Well, I can check it again if I wanted to. Yeah. Okay, got that. Got the sheet, but I can check it again. Gotcha. I've checked the TV before. There's once again gadgets on the wall. And then there's the thing, the stand for the sword. Which, do you have to talk to them again?
By the way.
I've already had them talk. I heard what she has to say. She was checking something on the floor. Yeah. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up and said,
Listen.
"Are you a clean freak?" Huh? No, I don't think so. But what? Nothing. She glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as suspected, there's something very unusual about my room. Unusual? What do you mean?
so...
I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, as you mentioned it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like a lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it too?
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Serka or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? It's for the killer. Because if he... Which means they probably have very distinctive hair. Like, the person who used it must have very unique hair. Not like, say, long white one, because both Sakura and Kyoko, I think even Toko, they all have like long white hair. The bathroom, and on the other side of the store, an inverted image of the dead body. No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her, her. So yeah, all at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sam have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I had to find out what happened. I wanted to give up, I wanted to collapse, but a thought held me up and supported me. Well, there's not much I can look at here. Unless there's something above me. Which there is. It's a shower. The water from the showers got turned off at night time. Yeah, which is why it hasn't been washed out, like, which is why the room isn't clear. Let it pass circle to the wall behind her, and there I saw Leon. Written in blood were the numbers 11037. Oh. Are you sure that's not like... Yeah, that's Leon. You can see the little line across the M. Like it's been scratched off. I assume to try and cover it up. Did Seika do this? Yeah, it's Leon. I told myself I couldn't face what I saw, but there's no time to think like that. I pulled at the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, but they get it. That's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to Monokuma file, Seiko's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's something sort of glittering there on her wrist too. Right there, where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittering. The other thing that concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is... Huh? There's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it? I mean... The glitter looked like the gold from the sword. The blood on her index, like she wrote the stuff on the wall. The palms of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come only her left finger? The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how did her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the fight struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, but inflicted the deadly wound. Yeah, and now, can we check that? Yeah, she did it.
It would seem.
It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers. That's most like Saga's dying message. I've never seen something written in blood before. It only was her final message, it's as if she wrote it with her life itself. They often talk like the aspiring poets, but the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
So.
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she showed them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have thrown them by turning only her hand towards the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? Result?
Well.
Think about it. She looked in the mirror or something, so she wrote it backwards, which is why it's saying Lian. For fuck's sake. Sorry, continue. You're not gonna tell me.
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself, otherwise the case will end and you will remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're going to tell me. It's backwards. It sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means, but honestly I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better to ask than the ultimate programmer.
Makoto.
There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom was broken? Broken? What do you mean how you get stuck?
What?
Get stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
Did you notice? Why just try closing the bathroom door? I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh. The doorknob. Okay. Anything else I can talk to you about?
So then.
Yeah, I know. Can I check it again? What the heck? The door is practically about to fall off. Why is it like that? She probably locked herself in the bathroom.
It would seem.
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So.
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? Yeah, but my door got stuck. Which is what they were trying to do. She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then I finally stuck with the sudden realization she should have questioned me.
Just a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell him about that? Well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it? Interesting. She had the slightest hint of some smirk on her face. I get a sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
I see.
And that clears it up. Huh? What clears up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
Well, see you later. As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned around and left the room. I still don't really understand any of this, but I'd already given my room a bit once over. Maybe I should have gone somewhere else. I should start looking into the murder weapon might have come from. Also, I should look into the DVD Sega got. With Sega that, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in the video. On top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks. If they even talk to me, that is. Okay.
By the way.
Yeah, okay, so they don't say anything new. Yeah, leave the anime. So I know we could technically talk to Chihiro, but I'm fairly certain the numbers are a red herring. But oh, wait a second. Let's check out the DVD. Then we go to the trash room. Huh? This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it? That's weird. Huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched. So all that I felt about the switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless? But why would anyone do that? Let's check out the DVD, which is trash. There can only be one thing in the trash can. Yep, the DVD with Sayaka's name on it. Sayaka was really upset to see what was in the video. I wonder what did she see? It might not be just related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Sayaka, I need to pull this DVD. No, I can't get myself getting depressed again. I need to search for the clues. Nice. Good. Anything else? Nope. Let's just leave. Yes. I'm gonna talk to Leon later on, because I'm curious what he has to say to defend himself. But first, let's go to the video. Okay. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... an image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. She was there, along with the friends she said she had been so important. She said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. The image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then the voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Zono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly, the screen went dark. In the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. And what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who had simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Without a warning, the video got off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? It really did happen. Everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? I mean, it could either be fake, or it could just be that they, like, quote-unquote, fell apart because Sayaka wasn't there anymore. Like, she disappeared for a while, you know. I don't know. We'll see. Let's check the trash room. Which is, yeah, it's around here somewhere. Why does something What is that place in there? Is it just an atrium or something? Can I get in there? There's a sturdy gate here, no way to get past.
Monokuma appears!
It's the end of the line! The trash room? This is where all the trash in the school eventually lines up. How do you get this to get open?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry at this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
This is stupid. It'd be far faster to just go around and ask the others.
No, you can't go any further!
No, don't leave the area yet. There's a little button there. What's the last time I'm gonna switch? Whatever it does. Why don't you press it? There's a hedge on the floor. Rather. Why don't you press the fucking button? Just, it's right there. Whatever. Okay, let's talk to Leon.
Seems like...
Something doesn't seem right. The Wi-Fi says like I'm good in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate?
Seems like...
Yeah, you were trying to get Sega killed. Oh, someone. I don't know. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monoko talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for a position. I was going to start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And since you're cleaning duty, you can open the gate for the trash room.
Here we go!
Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they give me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to read that once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need the key to get in the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key. What's the point of going to all the trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time, so we can throw the things out that we don't want? That does seem more convenient.
So in other words...
Actually...
So that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear, and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen!
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you bastard!
Hey, Fatty, why do you want the cleaning duty gig anyway? I just decided to vote you for something and you know what else we want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar. I know why you did it.
Is it, like...
You wanted to all the girls' trash, looking for, and poking around at it.
There's no way to think about this in a common sense kind of way.
And what are you talking about? All my life is for duty.
You know what I mean.
But there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to...
Completely unforgivable!
I would never get tired of 2D. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
I'm not gonna comment on that. Just gonna pretend that didn't happen. How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, that's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing of it. What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? Okay, that's not how it's supposed to... Anyway, on the topic, hey Fumi, since you're on clean duty, I have a favor to ask you. What? So now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered the flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from past trauma or save a village or beat a boss. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around.
You got it.
Oh, okay. So easy. So he and I headed down to the trash room. I like the fact that we knew we had to ask him about things specifically, and not anyone else, or Leo, no, not Leo. You'd like me to open a gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please turn it. Okie dokie, leave it to me. He could pull a key out of his pocket and use it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then...
Mr. Naegi!
However, Mr. Nagi, surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend! You planned this all along! No. I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world? Well, let's just hurry up and keep going. So we have a button, which presume there's things. Nothing there's a trash container here. That's a huge trash can. Is that where we're supposed to put whatever trash we can't burn? Well, whatever it doesn't look like it's hiding any clues. Okay. Can look anything up? Nope. Right side. Nope. Down. Okay, so there's 4 pieces of things we're gonna get this thing. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in the front of the incinerator. Looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this
Yeah,
perhaps...
is that? Do you know what this is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. I'm kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on a big city street corner. Isn't it? And to show you a glimpse of the future. Just let me that girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. So it's a crystal ball. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should all still be in the gym. I better go find out for sure. Wait. Right, the clairvoyant, yeah. So we could ask Hero about it. He could also, I don't know, Seneca? I don't know, she's a psychic. I don't know. That's always at in the future, so it might not be. There's that thing. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It looks like a blunt piece of something. Yeah, a burnt piece? Like a hunk of burning glove. No way it has blood on it. Anyways, looks like a piece of cloth and a shape. It's part of the sleeve from a well-off shirt. And now that I look at it, that's definitely blood on the cloth, which means this is all that's left of some of the evidence that the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people here with white bottom-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Sorry, I need to charge my phone. Just kind of plug this in. There we go. That's your incinerator. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. And it's on right now. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes,
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going, and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here.
Is it a
Perhaps
fairy?
it was the work of a fairy. Wait, dude, that's what you just said? Huh? The fairy? No, you said the last time you were here. Did you say it was off? Oh, yes, about that. About that, there can only be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open up the gate,
Most
it should be
suspicious.
impossible for this to be gone, and yet... So that means someone was able to switch on the insulator without opening the gate. But how is that possible? Oh, this whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the insulator was off and those glass shards and my clothes burned. What does it all mean, Mr. Navy? Will you be confessing soon? Why me? Everyone already knows you did it, and all the mysteries are being solved one by one. It sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. I think I get it. I get part of it. Leon is the ultimate baseball player, as we know. Which explains the crystal ball. Or well, the glass ball, you know. Like, you can trigger the incinerator on from outside if you hit it with the ball. Like, you have to hit the green ball with the ball, which will obviously shadow the ball when it hits. So, the part I'm confused about is how he got the evidence into the incinerator itself. The green button turns it on and the yellow button turns it off, or so it seems anyway. Okay. Mr. Navy, you seem a little down. Huh, really? If you need help lifting your spirits, call on me anytime. I've got all kinds of small stuff that might cheer you up. Yeah, so I'm not sure whether this. So my guess is the sleeve is on the floor because, like, he couldn't have gotten in there. He had to throw the shirt in there too, and the sleeve kind of just like was left hanging out of this incinerator, so it burned off. So when the thing burned, that part just kind of fell off. So can I check Leon's room? Whatever he leaves. Something here. Could be somewhere around here. But I don't actually remember where the rooms are. Here we go, Leon. As I place my hand on Leon's door, what is the human shaped ladder come tearing out of the hallway?
Hey, you bastard!
Hold up! Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing? Huh?
I mean,
How does my room
seriously?
have anything to do with the investigation? Well, I suppose that's a natural reaction to someone trying to go into your room without permission. No, it's you dumbass. That's because he's the killer. He murdered everyone. No, not everyone, just a person. You know. The weapon itself was a knife, which means it probably comes from a kitchen. What do you have to say? Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all the first time for me, so I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps keep me calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kind of hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same kind of thing that last night when Staircraft was killed. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, one knife is missing. What are the fruits here? There's a bunch of vegetables all piled up. I haven't seen anything worth looking about any of it. Nice. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big too, so on, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or I better see if anyone here knows more about it. Yeah, that would have happened. You idiots. Sorry. A bunch of meat in there. It's a fridge. Marbled meats, salted meats. Man, there's no time to be thinking about food. Sure, well, I would like some. I'll leave that. Let me check. Down. Up. No. 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 Okay. Let's lead. Let's ask her about the knife. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange, and I'm just suddenly disappeared like that. Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope. Last time they were all lined up in a nice neat row. So when did you notice that one of them hadn't disappeared? Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. When I finished my tea and went back into my kitchen to wash my glass, all the knives was gone. So you were saying the knife disappeared when you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say so for sure. You could tell everyone didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves they didn't take it. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sam? What? Of course not. I would never. Yeah, do you really think I murdered her?
Because, I mean...
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other is a classic karma setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. She's a terrible detective. Okay, where is everyone? Map. So yeah, we have Mr. Byakuya and Leon in there. Okay, nobody else in here. Chihiro and Leon are in the gym, which I might check out. Taka is in the hallway. Celeste is there. Okay. Let me talk to... So just in case the numbers aren't red herring, which I'm fairly certain they are, but still, I want to ask about the numbers with Chihiro, just to see what she has to say. Come on. Just drive. Okay, good. I managed to make it through. Okay, and then let's talk about. I also ask Leon about also ask Hiro about the ball. Hey, Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something.
Huh?
Oh, what is it? Before she died, Saka left a message. She always has the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something? Sorry, no. Chihiro slowly shook her head. I'm sorry, I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know for more than she's letting on? No, couldn't be. Let's ask her the ball. Hey, Hiro, can I ask you something? No. I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out now. I tell you, I gotta break free. Hiro, snap out of it. My God, what are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball. But it's all smashed. What the hell?
What the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break? Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did they get totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan. George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled the crystal ball controlled the world. But that's seriously all bullshit. Let's put it aside for now. So you can say without a doubt that this thing belonged to you. Yeah, that's right for sure. I probably forgot it in the load rooms last night. Someone wants to come by and snatch it. That's the load room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Thanks, hero. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? I think I stayed from Fortune Telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like a million. A million? It's pretty cheap actually. I'm considering it what gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him.
So, I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started,
Before we get started, I'm gonna get a drink. Just be in a second. Okay then.
It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
I'm curious, is first floor the ground floor or the first floor? Like, it probably is the ground floor. Yeah. Is there anyone else actually around? Nope. Everyone is there. Right. Okay, so there's pretty much nowhere else to go. Let's go in here. You're late, Makoto. We've been all waiting for you. I bet you are afraid you will be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Well, let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There, we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So the only outcome is that it is, but I didn't do it. Me and Seka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? It's Leon. I'm fairly certain it's Leon. The one who went to Seka. Is it really one of us? Yes.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Got it!
Relax. I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit yet just yet. Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way. Let's get started.
Hey,
There's no point in standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future.
Impossible.
Damn, really gotta go through with this class trial thing, huh?
You know?
If you want to confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you I didn't do it.
What?
So whoever stuck us here even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh? Yeah, they did. Was that? No.
Oh, I'm
Sorry. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything looking around or anything. Is this really how Seka would want us to find out who killed her?
What the heck?
I can't help but wonder what whoever killed Seka is feeling right now. Probably dread. Well, Did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? Being so insistent even though you obviously killed her. Very impressive.
You know what I mean.
Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. So, the school basement has become the darkened stage. We're all here to bear witness to Mr. Matey's final curtain call. Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready? I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
Well,
Let us begin.
Yes.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Kodo.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sarah's now. I need someone else to tell me to do that. Miss Arizona, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation towards the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart racing, starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how this death row inmate feels when his time finally comes.
Oh,
Other than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Obvious to our anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close. It's total shit.
Well now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seat and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up. We did what he said and found our seats. We can't even sit. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it would be easy for anyone to transfer their attention and unease onto anyone else. Almost hair looks so weird from this angle. It doesn't look too bad from the front, but from here, it's just like a giant spear. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. We are sitting, and we aren't. We're just standing. And so the curtain for our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly real, a deadly defense, a deadly fame, a deadly cross trial. Yes, let's see. Set skills. What sort of skills do I have? I have Melodious Voice. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet time battle. Costs 3 SP, whatever SP is. There's also... It was here somewhere, hold on. No, do I just have that? I know that I have something else, never mind. So I guess let's do that. Open e-handbook. We have the truth bullets, which are... Let's see what it is. 1:30 AM. What's the time of death? Life is fractured. Evidence of struggle. Africa's sword was used at some point. Some of the code coding. Actually, she had used it. The sheath also got scratches for some reason. With which rooms bought the... With which rooms and keys, but then the nameplates got switched around. The toolkit hasn't been opened, still that means I didn't do it. Well, probably. And Aoi doesn't, and Hina didn't see me in the dining hall, which means I have an alibi. My room is very clean, which means someone cleaned it up and, like, you know, trashed the evidence probably. Her right wrist had been fractured, but she used her blood to write a message on there, which says Lian, because she had to write it upside down. Yeah. It wasn't even really. She just had to, like, write it upside down. Yeah. If you turn around, you can quite clearly see it. Yeah, someone broke my door, which means they had to be. I don't know. Others was switched. Knife is missing. Okay, I think I have everything. Present. I don't think I have anything else. Gold card. What does it say about? Nothing. Okay, regulations. Just okay. I should be fine.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Why is his image freaking at the left side? Oh god. I hope that's a glitch and not intentional, because it's like that. If I had a webcam, I would just do that, like, headbang here for a while.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Oh god, he for me.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started.
I think that means we're gonna get a surprise 16th student at some point.
First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin!
It's about to begin, the debate to decide who we think a killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me, everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim, and then fire with the right one. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use the truth bullets to blast the right ones. Know that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the start button during these arguments, you can read the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh shit. So I'm gonna have to be careful. Okay, shit. Evidence of a struggle. Okay.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yes.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
Yes.
In the bathroom.
Yes.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
Nope.
She
She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Huh, there's something odd about the last statement. It definitely contradicts what I already know. For this first debate, we'd like to take a quick sidebar. If you're able to spot and refute someone's lies or connections, the argument will repeat. Within a group of statements, some words appear in a different color. Did you happen to notice? That represents potential of hole in a person's statement, a possible weak spot. These weak spots are really important. Oh, so I clicked it wrong. Okay, never mind. Yeah, okay. I thought I played it
I
already.
assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, you know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom.
Yes.
So it seems most likely that the killer must
So I have to
have
click on
taken
this
her by
one.
surprise while she was in the bathroom.
I had to click on this
She
one.
didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Well, probably between Sayaka and Makila.
Between Sayaka and the
Yeah.
killer, of course.
Why is everyone so dumb? Sorry.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise
Yes,
in the
that's
bathroom?
exactly what I'm saying.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
I hate you, but thank you. Why is he the one who's most reasonable?
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You're being dumb, but it's fine.
Okay, so what's next?
Something actually relevant to the case, probably.
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Yeah, it was just the knife. Kitchen knife set. Okay.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
Nope.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments.
Yeah, thanks.
Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
Yeah, it's gonna.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal
Because
itself.
fuck you, Leah, you did it.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yes. You can concentrate by holding down the right B button. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it will steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Constantly like this consume the focus code. Gauge. And if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. Well, the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest, no need to rush. Well, good luck and have fun. Okay. So Hina was a mask. Oh, you know.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Okay.
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? You did it in secret. Nobody was in there.
Nope. Oh, wait, what's that?
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there. When I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, all the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
But this means she must have seen the real killer then. Because if she didn't see anyone, that doesn't give me an alibi. Because if someone else could have slipped by her, I could have slipped by her. Let's hope she's so someone.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Why would we like help each other? Only one person. Nobody should help the killer, because then they will die, you know.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Ugh, good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Yes, you did.
Anyway,
Thank you for having me.
I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
But why would she tell us that?
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
Ah, good.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
That's wouldn't be useful to know.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
It's actually two girls.
But I'm a girl.
You are?
Wait, you didn't know?
I'm so sorry!
I thought she told us that like ages ago.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Liam.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because... they're not here
Yeah,
anymore.
it was the Junko. Someone's not here. Are you talking about
Sayaka.
Sayaka? Oh.
She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later...
Oh.
She wound up dead.
So she took the knife. For self-defense or something? I don't know. Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the kitchen knife, the knife from the kitchen was... What if it was probably Sayaka.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility.
Which would make sense, given that that's why we don't know the murderer is. Like, if Leon... I'm gonna assume that Leon's the murderer. If he went there, that would be easy to figure out. But since Sayaka took the knife herself, that means anyone could technically get in the room and kill her.
And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Could she have committed suicide? Like, maybe the whole Leon thing is completely unrelated.
What? See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying...
Why do people's heads vibrate all that? So it looks so stupid. Damn, if I don't do something, you're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Hangman's Gambit. What is that? As things advance further into class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You have to deduce the phrases from the letters flying around, so letters already known. Complete the phrases by shooting the flying letters in the right order. Use the left stick to aim and press the Y button to shoot the desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If the score changes either, if you don't have the time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should be at the scene, but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. If you can just figure out what this something is... Shit, it's gonna be hair. Yeah, is it? That should be Y. I, okay. No, wait, how do I... Okay, good. Oh, so okay, so like it's bullets. I can't shoot multiple times. Okay, so it's just one click. Yeah.
Now I understand.
Okay, gotcha.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
That's not you.
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Yeah, this doorknob. The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is...
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Yep.
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then.
The toolkit.
Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko's name was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it first, but is that a key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debate. Would you like to hear more? Yes. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up, but no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one line of contradiction in the debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence coach will also take damage. This is important because if your influence coach reaches 0, you'll fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actual lies or contradictions. Right then, good luck and have fun. Okay, so we have to check the right one. The bathroom door. Okay.
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
So that's right, that's all the time.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Yes.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
Nope. She can't lock it.
No, it's wrong.
Because there's no... It's my room, and there wasn't a lock on it.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
It's the door
Because
stuff.
it was stuck.
Yeah.
Huh? What are you talking? My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right.
Oh shit, I should be skipping lines. Sorry, never mind.
Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door...
I hope I haven't been skipping too many lines. If so, I guess you could just read them. Yeah, it's probably better. I'm gonna keep an eye on it so I don't skip any more lines.
That's not lucky at all!
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Because the templates were changed.
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Something the killer didn't know. For some reason, they were convinced the door was locked. Which means the important detail the killer didn't know was... the crime took place in my room.
I got it!
Because the nameplates were changed.
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit?
And yet,
Oops, sorry.
he's absolutely right.
That was accidental. I pressed the button by accident. So the thing is, yeah, the killer didn't know which room it was in.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Well, the rules out to the two of us.
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Thank you. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
Who did done it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
Should just do that. Put me that saving instead of your advice.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to
It
do
was
something.
Liam.
For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts
do.
or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up.
No, it was in the
That's
room.
possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
She went.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
The reason there's no way Sayaka might have to enter the room. Or the answer. Which is... hold on. Switching rooms? I think it was switching rooms.
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
The same goes for you, Sayaka. Okay, that is the same dialogue as before.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about, Justice 2. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room, okay? Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Which is...
Then either it was Makoto who lived there,
Yay.
or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No.
No, I didn't. But
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Oh god.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Yes, please. Yeah, let's hear what you have to say.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Yeah, nameplates, okay. Gotcha.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
Good.
No, it's wrong.
Because the nameplates were switched.
The nameplates on my and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Yes.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
No.
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
Sorry, Sayaka? There's only one person who could have switched nameplates. It was Sayaka.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about in Just Us 2. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplate to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Yeah, that's the issue.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes?
Seemingly.
Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then...
We just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Yes, it was.
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
It's because her wrist had like gold stuff on it.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? And what I left to say is that's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about monster debates. Would you like to hear more? Yes. I'm getting used to these monster debates. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. Which level of the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you go with the wrong one, you will take damage to your influence gauge. Here is the LB button to rotate the cylinder, choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the LB button, cycle to each bullet. You can hold on the LB button, use left stick. Yeah. Yeah, it's my the difficulties are mean. What a good luck and have fun. Oh shit. So, replica sword sheath, kitchen knife set, replica sword. Oh god.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt.
Yes.
A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back.
I messed up.
Grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm right.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Nope. Shit. The sword was used first and then the knife came afterwards. It's actually the order of events that leads to some extreme.
When the fighting broke out,
yeah, sorry. Sheath.
The culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
No, that's wrong.
I need to figure out the controls for this because it's weird.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you are going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first.
Unless you're dumb.
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Oh, I think got it. Maybe Circa invited Leon over. Then attack him with a knife. You know, to try to get out, because she really wanted to get out of here. But then Leon was stronger, fought back with a sword, and eventually stabbed her. Obviously scared after this, he went on to hide the evidence. I think that's what happened. Let's see.
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
Yeah, which is Circa.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then, after they broke her wrist with the sword...
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What?
How the hell can
Because
you not
her
think that?
hand is not glittery, it's only her wrist.
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes...
It's her palms.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean. So I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at...
Like I said before.
Oh shit,
the
I'm
whole
skipping
coating on
lines.
that sword comes right
I'm
off.
sorry.
All
Sorry.
you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle.
The thing is, when I really get into it, I just kind of forget I'm streaming it, so I just like read the stuff, then click skip like I would usually do. I need to not do that.
It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands.
Yep.
There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Yep.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Then why would you do that?
But I don't think so.
Yeah, there's no water in there, because it's after...
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
What? How does that factor into anything?
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka might want to go on her pelvis because the water was off.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower yet.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means... the killer is the only one who used the sword.
Yes.
But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Sayaka.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
Yeah, she did.
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Yes.
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
She was just very incompetent. But this also explains why she was asking us to like stick with her tooth, thick, just like, oh, you protect us, right? You're always by my side. Because she wanted to kill someone, and then she wanted us to cover for her. But she was bad at her job. So, yeah. What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct?
Yeah, sorry Leon, I'm gonna have to choose you, even though you kinda are the victim in all this.
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms
She would have switched the nameplates back.
was so that she could pin the crime on you.
Yes.
That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Yes.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplate.
Switch the nameplates, kill Leon, switch them back. And then I have no alibi. It happened in my room. Only she knows that I did it.
She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky?
Sure, what risk is involved,
For one
obviously.
thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
Yeah, but nobody else would know. Why would they trust me?
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Yes, except she was terrible at execution. There was no point, like she was still executing the plan.
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be
Yeah,
true!
it is.
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument! You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it! Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
I'm sorry, Leon.
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Obviously, I'm going to find out who it is, but what can I do? And as far as clues go, there's nothing left. There are tons of clues left. Crying out loud. Fresh duty, Aoi a found, dying message.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we
No.
found up to this point one more time. Shoot!
No, I was just checking the other one, for fuck's sake.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Yeah.
No! There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037.
No, it's Leon.
Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yeah. There's no question that Sayaka wrote the message, and I can prove it. I'll have your next finger.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah,
Yes.
you're right. The connecting line is barely there.
It's
So
Leon.
I assumed it
For
was 1-1,
fucking-
but
Oh my god.
looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
Oh, you're enjoying this. Even though your life isn't liable.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
It could be number 37, but it's also upside down, so it's Leon. Damn it, it's no use. I just said no.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Why does she get to say that? Huh? Rotate it? I think maybe I see something.
Oh my God. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue card and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Second time message reveals that the killer's name is...
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
Yes!
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
I'm
If you're
sorry.
not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
I don't know what it was. The shirt.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
Yes.
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
No, but...
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
I know. I figured it out. Just please let me use my answers.
I think so.
The bullet remains at the bottom of the shirt which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something I think we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. Doesn't matter when, how it was disposed of.
If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incentive without being the one on cleaning duty. That's exactly what proves Leo is a real killer. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, bunch of piece instantaneous shadow crystal ball. It's gonna be the crystal ball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Yes.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
Yes.
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator
Nope.
in order to...
No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball,
But how would you use it?
The killer had used glass ball instead of me, which was throw it.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Yep.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Exactly.
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone told me to say it wrong. Very strange. I'm quite surprised though. It was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate.
Yes.
Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
It was a very sloppy job.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
Yes, you're a baseball player.
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It wouldn't have been much of a chance though for the killer because he was the ultimate baseball star.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer!
Yeah, you are.
These goddamn shepherd brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
I don't... You are the killer. But I'm also feeling sorry for you right now.
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear.
Alright.
And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Oh no. The closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, we'll give a complete summary of the case. You have to briefly follow the events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you notice that in the comic there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take an aim at the missing section and press the A button, holy cow, you'll get hints at something that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. Shit. Yeah, so someone comes in. Shit, shit, no. Oh, so it's right, okay, gotcha. Yep, Sayaka attacks her. There we go. They dodge. Oh shit. Let's just go from the end to the beginning. Oh no, never mind. Wait, how does this work? I don't get it. Oh, so I have more than these. Gotcha. So yeah, he went in. She... Oh god. There's way too many in here. Oh, never mind. I think I got it. So it starts with them entering the room. Yeah. She attacks. Oh god, which one is it? So if I get a hint, first from Sayaka, I took the killer with the knife. There was something in my room. Huh? Yeah, it could be that. Notice the knife. Then she attacks. Blocks with the sword. Yeah, her wrist is damaged now. Oh no, never mind. I think we got it. Do I got it? Okay, so... No, that's the end. Okay, so I think, yeah, there is knife. She attacks. He blocks. Her wrist is injured. Knife is now on the ground. She, at this point, the knife is dropped. She's locked in the room. Let me just get to the end, I think it's easier. It's hard because I know what each one of these is, but I can't tell which order the images are in. Does it tell me? Complete the comic. Yeah. God damn it. Okay, so they... So yeah, that fell off. What should we get? Yeah, that's the ball. That's them tossing the shirt in here. So I guess it goes from like top to right to left. And then, okay, gotcha. Yeah, okay. Now, in here, they find a controller. Okay, so she... Okay, well... He enters, then we get that. Right, left, Yeah, she attacks. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so like from right to left, and then from top to... Oh, okay. So first, she slashes at her, then she tries again. He dodges, obviously, and look, he looks back. He looks back, picks up the sword, defends, tries defending. So the knife is dropped, at which point I think it's this one instead. Her wrist is obviously broken at this point. Yeah, she runs into the bathroom. The killer doesn't know how it works. Okay, so then he tries to open it. Wait, why is this? Yeah, this one. Doesn't work. Oh no. Tries unscrewing it. Yeah. He already tried doing it, so he's trying unscrewing it. He unscrews it. Goes inside. She's there. She writes the stuff on the wall. Yeah, that should be it. I think.
Here's exactly what happened.
God.
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Okay.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open.
Yes.
What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message.
So yeah, I said earlier that I'm kind of sorry for Leon, but on second thought, like once she got into the bathroom, he could have just left. Like there was no reason to actually force open the door and then stab her. Oh, I guess she was angry, but you know, I understand.
To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there. But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life.
You are being awfully dramatic, Alice, Makoto.
Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
Yeah.
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence?
Yes. I have the evidence. Your first blood tunnel is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes. Sometimes during class trial, your opponents simply want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as bullet time battle, aka the BTB, by the way. AKA the BTW, if you want to be like thinking about it. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Watch your button press. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Okay. Press the A button to lock onto your opponent's statements. Destroy the statement you logged on to with the Y button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Use this method to do damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Oh. Do this consecutively and you will start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate the tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. When tempo changes, you'll start a timer for hitting each button, so watch out for that. Okay. Do enough damage to your opponent and a weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the Y button to shoot it down with a truth bullet like any other statements. Refute that statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 and you run out of time, you'll fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Shit.
When the killer broke the bathroom doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. So what did the killer use?
What did the killer use to take apart the doorknob?
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid!
Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid!
Thank you very much for your input. I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. How does this work? 8 block on, Y to do the things.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance.
I think I did it right.
You lie. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me?
What? Nobody wants to what I have to say. Oh, have you already come to the end of the debate? Well, my cluster is official John. Now it's time to reveal who's the blackened. It would appear that the one with the most votes is Makoto. However, the one that is not a blackened, too bad. Looks like the killer gets too late graduate. Congratulations to them. Well, everyone else must now be punished.
Is this really the end for all of...
What do you say, want to tell a shot? Yes.
I refuse to give up again.
I don't get it. I can't give up now. Go first. What the fuck? Sometime, okay. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as the bullet type battle. Destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Metro glasses. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, I think I got it. Okay. Yeah, I think I know what's going on. Yeah. So I have to press A, Y, 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 8, Y, Y, that's like that.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lie. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lie.
Okay.
Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
That's really bad.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Yes.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
Wow, that's a creepy drawing.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
I gotta see on the last one because I didn't know how the controls work. I guess that was nice.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
Okay.
Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Uh-oh, looks like I got it right on the money. The black end is, in this case, the one that killed Sayaka. It was none other than Kwata.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold for a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch. What the hell is wrong with you? I mean, she attacked first.
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So
that's why I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was complete chance that I would have wound up like this.
I was just unlucky. That's all.
Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly I'm better off if we had been wrong. Because what it really is the truth. The truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of the video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. It was her, and the video actually had something to do with me. Like, can't even imagine. If I was her, the video actually had something to do with me. I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here, with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka, I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for her friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Was it that? That's that. Oi, howdy. The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships? She seemed so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, Lee. I do. Yep. You're not to despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screaming out. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it, everything. It's all your fault. Something in frenzy, Alaj Marakuma, but...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyo latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough that I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it. Oh, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were giving me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Just barely. Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the Black and Lane Commander will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the high heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shot herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
No, no. Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? You killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say really sorry to blame. Of course I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him. Say what? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind. Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
well, it just happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate the war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment.
I'm begging you, please, don't do this!
Hey, come on now.
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kurata, the ultimate sports star.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Oh god, I'm dreading this. Truly death by 1,000 cuts. Is that how the saying goes? Yeah, it says 1,000 balls. I guess only Monokuma would have a baseball Gatling gun? Well then. That was very elaborate. What we saw. That was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What's going on?
I can't take it.
Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
Well, hey, if you don't like it... all you gotta do is try to cut ties with all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But it's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. What the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful, secret society type of bear. So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. You just don't think that it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way out the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided where you want to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course, we can't cut free from the outside world, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, you'll think you will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it wonderful how we all got to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's something deeper meaning hidden in there, just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Anyway, let's get to the Blacken's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned real reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want you to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, is it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can't never change. But even to the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. Jesus Christ. Decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left her that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who could kill her.
Certainly.
I mean, that's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone, or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your own parents, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past the deaths? I could never do that. You're gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to, because there's gonna be more people out here soon. No. I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So, instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh well. Say I'm a psychic, say I'm a psychic. Yes. Yes. I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. I have to give it to the game. That was a pretty good bookend at the end. Alright. The despair bat. Yes, I want to see my progress. And I think this is where I will call it today. The game said to be continued, I say to be continued. I think that's a good way to call it at the end of the chapter. Alright, I will be back at some point. Don't know when, don't know, but you know, point is I'll continue at some point. Alright, bye.